So once again, first and foremost, we want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Machakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great person that rule and teach well. Peace and salutation to the brothers on the four corners and the same Christian students and in sincerity. You know, we out here once again, like scripture says, in season out of season, week in, week out, to do what? To bring back the sheep. You understand? Bring back that elect sheepfold unto the Lord. You know? And one thing I want to say is, we always say that the Most High does not concerning promises. But you have to understand that the promise goes both ways. Not slack concerning the promises are yeah, it's just the same way he not slack concerning the judgment of the wicked. Right? And then second Peter 3, we can stand for one. Because most times 98% of the people or 98% of the time people go talk about the Lord being good, but yeah, remember the Lord is not just good. Well, he's all good, but to you it mightn't seem good.
So the Lord deals with the both sides of the spectrum.
Contrary to balances of abomination.
A false balance of abomination. The Lord, so he deals with the both sides. That's the reason why judgment, when you pass judgment, the judgment could be good or it could be bad.
Either way, it's
reward for your deeds. That's why the Lord said he will come to please God first and reward every man according to his works. You understand? So it is true. You do good, you see be good. You do bad, you will see bad. You understand? And that's how the Lord is deal. But I say some these Christianity being the most, they just work paying the Lord like if he is, as they say, that's all love.
Yeah.
You understand? Second Peter what? 3. Start from 1,
yeah.
Right? From 1, right?
Yeah.
I said, this second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by the way of remembrance.
Yeah, by the way of remembrance, because that is what that goes back to Job. He says, seek the old paths. You understand? And walk in them. Right? Because by the way of remembrance, by the Old Testament, we have the examples of what the Lord did and how he dealt with pure men, with the real men of, you know what I mean, men who had that spiritual power at the time while they was in the flesh. Men who he grant that wisdom, men who he grant certain things. Solomon, David, Elisha, Elijah, all these prophets, you can see how we deal with them. When certain men went off, what their reward was going on.
Say that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets and of the commandment of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior.
Yeah, go ahead.
He said, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust. They say, I'm saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
Yeah, they want to know where he coming. Since I spoke my grandmother saying here, the Lord coming back, but I'm 40 something now and nothing. So what you telling me? If he come in 40 something years, he will come in the next 2. He will come in the next 5. You understand? That's the mentality they have. You know that it have no consequence for the deeds or the actions. It have no reason to live as though it have a God, because why? Thus far we have no example of it. Yeah, so if it had one, he would not let, you know, the lockdown happen, he would not let the see, you know what I mean? The C19 happen, you know? He'd not let that child who gets shot in Melbourne, the other day get shot if it had that's what they like to say. Not knowing that, hey, the judgment of the Lord is just as serious as the vessel. The same way they say, well, the mercy endureth forever, the judgment endureth forever as well. You understand? The indignation is there as well.
Yeah. So the Matthew 13, I'll start from Matthew 13, I'll start from 10. Mm-hmm. It says, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? And he said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it is not given.
Yeah, so it's given unto some to understand it. Some men will understand it just as much as the Lord said, well, you follow me or you'll do all this. And he was serious about it. The same way he said, if follow, don't listen to man. Now going back to the first verse, but I read back to remembrance concerning the curses in Deuteronomy 28. You understand? If you went through the Old Testament, you'll know that he said, if follow, then hearken unto me. You this will happen. But if all you don't listen, all these things will happen, and all those things did happen and still happening. Hold on.
It say, for whosoever had, to him shall be given, and shall have more abundance.
Yeah.
But whosoever had not, from him shall be taken away even that which he had.
Yeah.
It say, therefore speak speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand.
Yeah, they lack that understanding. You understand? So if they did not understand it, even more will be taken away from you any longer. You know? Well,
If I could say that, just like what you're saying about why you say since the fathers fell asleep, because they don't have the understanding to perceive these things that we see and to perceive the prophecies.
they don't understand how prophecy is working on a timeline.
Right. So even though they might, sometimes you hear somebody say, oh good, yeah boy, the chip boy, yeah boy, end days, even though they're saying that with the mouth, they don't already perceive it.
God.
You say, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing they shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing they shall see and shall not perceive.
Yeah, they don't grasp it. But they're seeing that, hey, they're seeing the digitalization of the system, but they don't understand, hey, this is what the prophet was talking about. This is what Isaiah was talking about. So this is what Revelation 13 talking about. They don't see that. They would never see that. All they would see is, boy, we're moving into a more technologically advanced era. There's the age of information or the age of technology, and you know, you can be more safe because nobody could take your bank card or nobody could go with your documents now. That's how they would see it. They would see it as a benefit. You understand?
That's what the scriptures say, that eyes to see,
Exactly.
ears that they can't hear.
You understand? They wouldn't perceive. They wouldn't perceive the danger. They wouldn't perceive, hey, that this is that man.
For them to visualize a world where when you literally can't buy or sell nothing unless they can't visualize that. Like they might even see it in a movie and be like, I just saw a movie, you know, love to see that. I just but they can't visualize it. You see, for this people's heart is wax gross, and their ears are dull of hearing. You see, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they shall see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and shall understand with their heart, and shall be converted, and I should heal them.
Yeah, they wouldn't be converted for how Chanel was trying to heal them. They wouldn't be converted to what, to understand this word, and that is legal, the understanding of the word. You understand? Because you can read the Bible how much you want, to go to how much church you want. If you don't understand it, what good is it to you? You understand? If you don't understand that, hey, all these things have to happen in a certain way, in a certain time. You understand? It was written for it to happen in a certain way. If you don't understand that, then you're going to be like only what we just read. Since the fathers fall asleep, where's the promise of his coming? Now you're going to leave. You understand? But you had a lot of men who was here and talk about his coming and pass and here reach here. That don't mean he's not coming. You know?
See, everything have its time on the earth. Everything have its season. That's what the scriptures say, everything have its season. But then people fail to realize it have a time for laugh, it have a time for pain, it have a time for peace, it have a time for war. Everything have its season, and people fail to realize. You understand? When you go through a time of peace, that doesn't mean that they're going to continue forever. Because something can be brewing right around the corner. You understand?
Just about the fascists will pass away.
Yeah.
Everything in this society will pass at some point. It's only the kingdom will stand forever.
Yeah, and eventually you'll, or if you didn't believe, you'll be in it. Say, who do we ever feel it?
Yeah.
Right? So continuing on in 2 Peter chapter 3, they say for this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of God the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of water and in water. They say whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perished.
Yeah, back then, same thing. As in the days of Noah, right? As in the days of Noah, that was written. It was eating, drinking, marrying, giving into marriage, all kind of thing until what? Until they see that rain. Because Noah was warning them. When Noah get the commandment to build the ark, he started to warn men, and men didn't take him on because why? They were given eyes, but they didn't see. They were given ears to hear, but they didn't understand. He said, boy, rain never fall. You understand? Rain never fall. What do you mean a flood? How would the flood if it had no rain? When the rain come on, son.
And that shows how spiritual it is, because in order to be given that, it's faith. How faith is a gift.
God.
Because to be able to believe something that you've never seen has to be a gift.
God.
You understand?
God. And then passing by Noah every day and watching him building this big boat for however long. You understand? And saying, hey, that is a mad man. It never rained. You building a boat for what?
It's the same way, they'll keep passing here.
God.
And they'll call you a madman because you're doing this.
Yeah.
Because why? You're not doing the things they be doing. You understand? Once you be even different, you're doing something different, especially when it comes to the Lord. Remember this place, this world hates the Lord. Rather they don't want to accept it or say it's true. They hate the Lord.
God.
You understand? So when it comes to doing anything for the Lord, talking about the Lord and so forth, they will hate that. They're against that. So wait till you doing for the Lord, they will pass and say you're mad. That's why I say through the foolishness shall preach it. You understand?
And if I can say too, right now we just like Noah, because we laboring. It's like how Noah was laboring on the ark for something he never saw.
God.
We doing the same thing. We laboring for something that we never saw.
Yeah, remember what no, a man telling you about rain. If you know, they're going to watch you and say, rain, what do you mean? You understand? What do you mean? So, same way here today, you tell people about thermonuclear warfare, World War III, chip, pestilences, diseases, and even though they're seeing these things, they still wouldn't have to believe. But eventually they will feel. You understand? Because everybody don't say you can feel with all flesh. But they don't hear. So they have to feel now. You understand? And eventually that's your road going on too, because remember, evil. Let me read this here. If you don't mind, I'll just read something. This is something I wanted to share. This is how evil the world get, right? Watching our situation here. You know what I'll say? I might do a video on it. Because that is Liberian, right? And I ain't followed it up too much. But I saw the conversation when he was first introduced to the internet, right? Because like one of his videos, and I've circulated, 1 minute TV videos, 10 minutes they circulate on the web.
Yeah.
You become a trending topic. So he's a Liberian, but he other paid fair, he's real enthusiastic as a Liberian.
Yeah.
What he's trying to do is encourage people to come to the library, read more, do this literacy then.
Yeah.
You understand? But how he doing it? He's doing it to actually attract, like, let more people come in. He's doing it like a happy, like
Yeah,
joyous
the fun side.
the fun side and so forth and so on. And then remember, he's a Liberian, so he had to actually make his content for kids.
God.
You understand? So, the internet get a hold of one of his videos, and people started to call it, some people, women, men, they started to say something about this man, he had dark energy. All of us see this a dark energy, right? So what they started to do, the whole internet started harass him now. They started coming with things and they want to cancel him, this, that thing.
Who they witchcraft? What energy now have?
No, well, listen to one man. Well, lo and behold, that was about a month now that I first saw his videos. And now we saw yesterday, he came out to state, I think it was yesterday or the day before, he came out to say that, you know what, he retired from the library that he was because he had a study mental health.
Yeah.
Because of that pressure him so much now that even in the work, he could not get the one place that he was comfortable with. Thing. And this is literally a man telling your kids, telling you to do all to do is what? Read more, right? Scriptures say this is and read, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to the scriptures, and we would obviously read things of what? History, historical stuff. We would go into things. That's why there's no more, right?
But have to be in a library than a party.
And if people don't know, can't. And if people don't know, being literate right now is one of the greatest things. You know something? The kids growing up idiotic. It's a kids of, watch me. A child touching a tablet doesn't mean the child literate. It just means that they're into what it is in the moment, right? That child still don't know shapes. That child don't know how to read. That is why if they don't know, education worldwide it's at its lowest. to where the fact that even in the Caribbean countries, they have to literally pass the children, they cannot fail them. Because they cannot keep down everybody.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
To the
somebody
fact
have to
that
pass. Somebody have to pass.
pass.
So basically they drop the standard.
They drop the standards of education to suit. That just show you how illiterate it is right now. So this man made a statement. After all of that, this person made a statement here. Right, this one. This person made a big statement because remember the man come out and say, you know, he's tired.
Yeah.
What they doing was, you know, the pressure on the internet, come on the comments and they call him evil, call him work, all kind of things that they doing. Right? And this man make a good statement here. He says, so sex workers, gamblers and scammers can have a platform on here, right? But an N-word, right? But an N-word telling you to read got bullied into therapy, right? A man who telling you to read, but a prostitute, right? A killer.
They have a whole website.
They could come on. They could come on and post.
Advertise the website.
Advertise the stuff. I thought to come on your post. I post your whole self naked, and all they love that.
Only fans don't attack energy.
There's no problem.
No problem.
But a man telling you to read, telling the kids to read,
Like and subscribe.
is the hardest thing. But they can't comprehend that. All of a sudden you have a dark energy.
Yeah.
No, the reason why you go down that road is just come back to the brother say. It is to show you how evil and wicked this world is.
God.
To wear something good, right? And there's something good in the world. So imagine how much more they're going to activate for the scriptures.
God.
They don't want to hear that completely at all. It's as plain as it can be. They don't want to hear that, right? But a man telling you, hey, come to the library, be literate. They don't even want to hear that. They don't even want to hear that. A man is telling you to be literate. You don't want to be literate to read. I didn't even know it's so terrible. I didn't even know it's so terrible that 7th graders. I don't know what 7th graders.
7th graders.
If it's switched over to us here,
I stand at 5. I might have standard 5.
Could be.
I stand at 5 or 4 going or something.
nah, it can't be 4.
Could be. Could be first year, second year. Could be first grade, second
yeah.
year.
But I don't
First
think
2, and then the after 5 years, standard 5. I said I stand at 5 or 4 more than 7th grade.
Lo and behold, I didn't even know it was so bad that 7th graders in America don't know shapes.
I mean, I did never
A
like maths.
teacher have to come out. A teacher have to come out. You know what it is to be in that level of age.
You don't know it's a
And
triangle.
you don't know whether a triangle or circle or whatever.
I tell you what side of triangle have. You lost, listen.
The teacher come out frustrated. Parents, please take away what it is your children doing and go more. This
What
is
distracting them?
we're just talking it on a plain level here. Because we know these people, they will never come to the scriptures. You understand?
Correct.
That's why it says some for honor and some for
to
dishonor.
dishonor.
You understand? Some for the sword, some for farming. We know not everybody going to be saved. We just saying it on a level going on to the brother say how wicked these people is in the mind and how evil they get to the fact where literacy it's at its lowest it's ever been ever. You don't understand what we're saying here. Till our government come out and say just pass children, you know what I mean? That majority of them fail.
If I can
So
say
you can tell what the future of the country going to be like. You can tell.
that is how Esau do a perfect work because in time of slavery, remember they used to actually beat people to not read.
They not read?
No, they
have them
actually
willingly. They don't want
Yeah,
to
that's
read.
how
Yeah,
that's a very good
point,
if
yeah.
it were possible, they would. That is how good days. That is how good days.
Yeah, you work up perfect work on it, right? You work up perfect work.
Like I just watch you know you have friends who are thinking what some does do good and it has some that is question they are of this age and they know these simple things. You know, but get them a tablet, tell them to sing like back in we days we used to get rough up for singing certain songs,
Yeah, they
right?
say, you know, I hope you know you work like
Right.
you know them songs.
Right?
Yeah.
No, it's switch. No, your parents want you to know the song.
Where you talk to this song.
You understand? Make a TikTok game, make a TikTok singing this song here.
The way
You put your
twerk,
point in
singing
there, they
and
go like
The
it.
way you talking to some song.
Yeah, the way you
can't
talk to
read
somebody's
properly.
song.
Ooh, remember I can't have video circle it when I was earlier with the little child and decided to sing a meg and decided or something and all the church is a meg. Some kind of vulgar song and the mother in the back laughing and taping it.
That was just singer. They were singing a sexy red.
Yeah. Some kind of vulgar song and a little girl and a certain little
A little children,
and
she Michael
she's singing
Sheehan.
and
Yeah,
and
she's
she
Michael
mother
Sheehan.
did it. I was like, wow. Actually, just spell any one of the words she knows, sir. And I want to with my younger siblings. When I find a girl again, I teach myself, well, spell the words they use in there. If you can't spell the words you're using, don't use it.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's these are the situation.
Like I remember, you're small, right? Your parents, whoever you tell your guardian, but you can never go from your parents. But you're wrong, your guardian, right? And they tell you, you see you're doing something here, spell that for me one time.
Yeah.
You can't spell it.
Tune up.
Back in we days was licks.
Yeah, you can tune up on time.
You understand?
We'll see it when you're real young and you hear cussing and you can't spell the word.
No, you just
I
show
remember getting licks for that one.
Yeah,
Yes, sir,
yeah,
that's what
yeah,
I was
yeah.
told. I get licks for that. Oh, you can't spell that, come.
Yeah.
I know about that.
And that's to show you, you get licks for not doing these things from the guardian. So you feel how much more you feel they go and get from the Lord.
Got it?
The Lord say you chance, that is like our father
That's
chance, like
like
our son.
son.
And there's some all the wood you have there. There's the difference. Because all the wickedness, it surpasses anything else. You know? And that's what the man trying to say here. He say just imagine all they love prostitutes, scammers, killers more than a man telling us just to be literate. To read.
Something that will add to all the survival because by the time we coming down into it,
Yeah.
the time we coming down into is not the time I leash at all. You believe it going to be, you know. The so-called, well, they go get better. That so-called mindset. That betterment is reversible. We're going way back now, you know.
Yeah.
Just now, you will be able to put gas in a car, you know. You understand? It will either be too expensive or it will just be not available. You know.
Can you now say something here that very people wouldn't catch what you now say? Is that even though technology going forward, man moving backwards.
Backwards.
You know why?
Huh.
It's because now, back in the days, we learned to tell time, right?
Huh.
By the two different clocks.
Analog.
And the digital, so we can tell it.
Can't.
No,
Only digital
if these people can't
know.
see it, they can't say it. You
A
understand?
lot of people can't even read that analog clock.
It have big people seeing six, like seeing six. You could tell somebody 6:15,
They'll be like,
and they will watch you and tell you what
time it
what
is?
time,
Yeah, how much past 6 like?
Yeah,
They
what time
wouldn't
past
know.
6, you know? They wouldn't know. So even though technology going forward, you're going backwards because now you become more dependent on the technology, and now each will have you in the bag that they wanted.
You have to depend on them.
Depend on them.
Not only that too, the more the more that we get more, the faster we get technologically advanced, right? The fact that you don't have to know something, that's going to be to your detriment. Because remember before, you used to have to go and, now you don't have to, you know. So now you don't need to even know that. Because why you could Google it.
Yeah, it become easier and it come right at the your doorsteps.
You understand? It's at
Your
fingertips.
fingertips.
So you don't need to. You understand? But what will happen when the outages come?
And there was a point. Like I can't remember who I was watching. I think it was like he might did a video and he was explaining to see when these things happen, what is all they're going to do. He was asking some people in our crowd, when these things happen, what is all they're going to do, and people they couldn't answer him.
People think that a blackout just means no electricity.
It can.
They're going to be that.
They'll
How
be
can
that,
melt? What about your heat? What about the countries that don't snow? What going on with them with heat? You understand? The countries that get cold.
With no current, they get no water.
No current, the pumps. I remember most of the places that get snow is not a small country where it have rivers and it's big countries. People just live their whole life and don't even know what a beach or a river is. You understand? So when the electricity gone, you have no pumps to pump your water. You have no heat to heat your homes. You understand? You want to go to the ATM to withdraw cash to go in the grocery. It have no electricity, bro. How that gonna work? You pull up in the gas station. What the pump does use? Electricity, because it's digital. But if you just make the numbers go up, electricity, so how you gonna pump gas?
Or you feel a pump just run.
Exactly. You know? And therefore, the more we get technologically advanced and depend on them, the further back the human itself, the further back the human mind actually goes. You understand? Now we have adults, more like children than actual children. You understand? Now all of a sudden, this saying really take all of society, man. Strong men make easy times make weak men, and weak men make hard times. You understand? Because
I was not saying that. It's say good times make weak men.
right.
Good times make weak men. Weak men make hard times. Hard times make strong men. Strong men make good times.
Yeah,
the apostle was saying that.
You understand? Now you can literally see it implemented here. Because back then, women were striving for to make life easier for the children and so on and so on. We get skyscrapers, we get AC, we get heating, we get water in the tap. You have to walk a mile and turn water in a bucket on a donkey. And You understand? We get automobiles. You have to beat a horse and wait for the horse to drink water and rest. Then, no, you can just drive and go. You understand? No, the more we get technologically advanced, how many people know how to catch a chicken? If they see a chicken running somewhere, how to chop a chicken, how to fish.
It's our young girls who just grow up on social media and make money. Most of them don't even know how to spell and read. You understand? Because it's so easy to make money by doing vile things. Nobody have a reason to seek education.
And I can say that is why when I hear them talk, it's okay spread. Because they talk a certain way that they will never like it. You understand?
I remember somebody was saying that imagine if we reach a time where somebody sitting down in an office and typing can make more money than a man actually building houses. You understand? That's how comfortable this society is. Just by being near a computer, you can make more money than somebody actually working hard in a field.
Who job actually kind of more important? More important than yours.
Not kind of,
yeah.
more important.
It's way more important because I work one of the 5 basic necessities. Shelter.
You remember something? If in the time of blackouts and so forth, you're typing and going to help nothing. But a man who could build.
Yeah, skill with
Alright,
your
so
hands,
20 people trapped. It's a blackout, right? EMP hit, shit pop off, 20 people. Right? Limited food.
No connection.
No connection
phone,
thing here.
No power
It's getting
lines,
wild.
nothing.
These people are going to make a sacrifice and cut down the numbers. Who you feel they're going to get rid of? The man who
Fucking
could build?
typer.
The man who could build or the man who
I
could
know
type?
correct. What you want type? What you want research?
Only fans models not going to be useful at that time.
Use a CEO of a marketing company. What you go and market and who you go and market it to? You have no logistical evils.
A digital editor? We had no digital stuff here. He don't need you.
And if people don't know, there's the next thing too. When it comes to like, we talking about like primary education. Let's go to tertiary education, right? Tertiary education is at its lowest form as well because it have an fluctuation of people getting degrees, diplomas, bachelors.
Yeah.
Some of them not even going to the class. They're paying fare, and that is why you're seeing so much pictures with like people graduating. Some of them don't even deserve it, right?
No, we need that too. I was just saying, like when I was doing my thing, right, when I was in culinary school, right, while I was going to culinary school, the certificate I was going at the point I was a diploma, and one of my lecturers tell me, when you leave here with your diploma, it will mean nothing out there. He tell me, I watch this man, like, nigga, I pay about 20,000 every 3 months. For what? Nah, you trying to make me get mad.
And this will come into now. It's that everything of no purpose in Esau's kingdom. It seemed like it had a purpose, it's just a fool.
You
You
can't.
understand?
So put you in debt, yeah.
But the man say you're going on the associate degree. He said the only certificate that will matter is bachelor's or master's. Anything under that? All they just say because all they think all they like to cook. Now the man say yes, all they're going to learn stuff, vital stuff. But when you go out there, you're going to have somebody who probably never went culinary school over you. Because why? Because they actually know how to do it hands-on. Or they have theory and practical, but they still will never be better than because they have the experience. You know?
Growing up sometimes from a child, growing up under somebody
so
who was
this is just to show you how this world is run. And obviously if it run this way, there's only one thing you're going to get from it.
It run on a facade, you know, it run on something that is not real or credible.
the concept of the degree itself is an illusion because really and truly, you saw how you studying a whole set of years paying money for something that people used to train people to do.
In 2-3 weeks.
In like for example, long time. Like to be a doctor nowadays, you gotta spend how much money? You gotta go and learn this, you gotta go and learn that.
4 years studying, 5 years of residency, then you can actually be like 9 years of your entire life.
When back in the past, you would just be understudy to a doctor,
Yeah.
and by the time after
And
a
when
couple
you
of years
retire,
pass,
you in the place?
What
That's
or
true.
even before that.
What necessities is shut down a country? It don't be people online.
God.
Farmers protesting right now because so much
Right
uproar.
now, hey,
Farmers protesting now. Why not? Watching the situation, they're not protesting now. They're protesting about three months now.
all over
now. I think
All
it started
over.
in France. I think it started with them French farmers or the European farmers.
France.
When they was emptying this stuff in front of Parliament and
Yeah.
then because they raised
France.
they take off the subsidy off or something and they raise taxation.
right
I
now,
said,
right now
wow.
the WTO coming down on them real hard.
I said, wow. Look at that.
Why are the big businesses buying all the farming, all the
farmers,
acres
all
of
the
farm and so
farmers.
forth? Why? Because they want to monopolize it.
God. So when they inject whatever they are injecting the plants, everybody has to get can't stand against it. I stand against them, go hungry. Or you eat it and die, pick one.
And not only that, executive orders. One executive orders is what to seize farmland. So even if you might have a farm at that time, the government under certain regulations could seize what you have and use it how they see fit.
That is why they have a next executive order talking about mandatory workers where they can just take and go back to and carry them and they have to.
Stay free.
That is executive order 11,001 or something, so Elder Harry Amla was reading either. No, I think it was Elder Taha or Elder Gabal. No, that was an old video. That was an old video. And there was
that one real dread.
Well, it started from 11,000. It has 11,001, 11,000. And he was reading them out and watch me. The bulk of it is just putting a law to justify slavery. That's just the whole gist of it. They have one where they could actually take you or your community and carry all your way over and walk. You understand? Have to.
Yeah.
Mandatory. So if nobody knows it's mandatory. You know? But that way the MOT come in because what I said Marcus said it too. What and you take right, well come on work. This is your utopia, they're 15-minute city.
And back in the past when you can try to escape. This time the
No,
way
the
to find out
tracking,
which part to find which part.
He might have found
You
it,
can't
pass a
hide.
button here, well he go blow up somewhere in the bush. You understand? They had to send no dog and run through river and fall and break their own leg. Nah, first like what? Nah, take
You might even want to run away, you know the consequence.
God.
What's your
Yeah, brother.
So you say,
Yeah, read nobody verse and read it.
you say, whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perished.
God.
Right? So this is show you that the destruction that happened back then.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they were
You
hey,
were unbelievable.
if you didn't believe that the earth was flooded, just go and look it up. Look up here and the Pangaea, right? And look up what the scientists say that the earth, to let the earth split, it also had a major flood.
Only that if you look through any culture, they have a record of the flood. And
Yeah,
religious
any
culture as
culture.
well. Because I think it's the Chinese and them or the Buddhists and them symbol for the number 8 is a boat. How much souls was on the boat? 8. It's just a coincidence. They just happened to put a boat as the number 8. What did number 8 have to do with water? Nothing. But they put that as the symbol for the 8 because what? It's 8 souls that was on the ark. That is why they put that symbol as the number 8, as a boat.
And the Lord don't destroy things because it's going good and everything nice. You understand? It's because it was off.
Who does paint a beautiful picture and crumple it up and
No,
throw it?
I'm a mad man.
You understand? Go on.
They say, verse 7 say, but the heavens and the earth which are now by the same word are kept in store, reserve of the fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
Perdition is what destruction and reserve unto the destruction of ungodly men. Just to jump back on what you were saying, people not fathoming it, not grasping it. You understand? Now they John 20 and
And they're not supposed to grasp it.
Yeah, so
no, it's not for them to
That's
grasp.
supposed
You
to
know.
grasp.
John 20 and 29, Yahweh shall say unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen, and yet have believed. And that is what the scripture talk about when the world lived flood, because they didn't see, so they didn't believe. Same way as in the days of Noah, these are the days. You understand? They don't see, so they won't believe. Because they don't have a proxy war going on in the Caribbean right now where men literally going on land and shooting down people. What are you talking about? What you are man? No. Until we now go and change government, they now drop the price on the salary. What are you talking about, mate? Boy, see, we now come out of lockdown with it. Can't go turtle over it. The price is up on down. You understand? They don't see it, so they won't believe it. You understand? That's why you say, well, bless this, you that have seen, not but believe.
I'm a piece of what they say.
Good.
They say the second is just one. Second is just one, I'll start from 35, right?
Mm-hmm.
They say, your houses will I give to a people that shall come, which not having heard of me, yet shall believe me, to whom I have showed no signs, yet they shall do that I have commanded them.
Good.
And just like remember the scripture say, well, all things are written aforetime, were written for our learning. So Thomas was an example. Same way Job was an example. But Job was an example of what? Endurance.
God.
Jonah was an example of what?
Most I will.
Do I tell you because
Yeah.
you can't escape me? You know
Either
what
way,
I'm saying?
when I do what I say, I in control.
All of them had some form of example to give for us to learn from in these times. Just like Thomas. Thomas was like, don't be doubtful, have faith, right? Don't wait to see something first to believe it because you don't see the kingdom.
Once I say no, that it will be.
You can, right? You say verse 36. You say they have seen no prophets, yet they shall call their sins to remembrance and acknowledge them.
God.
Right? They say, because Abba Bibbins, he didn't see no man call down no fire from the sky, but he believed, right? And men after him believed also. They say, yeah, to remembrance. They say, I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness, and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the things that I say.
You know, he said the grace of who wants to come, so they was really there. Now what he's talking about, they will believe even though they have not seen. I never see our shy, but I believe he coming. You understand? I never see a nuclear hit no way yet, but I believe it going to hit. You know? It's a blessed day that have not seen but yet believe. What?
That's just something. Because you say about the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word are kept in store.
Yeah.
You understand? So you see it's reserved. You understand? It's kept in store, right? So that's to show you how it is this place what this place is being to many people, contrary to many people's belief, is that they believe that this place is being kept for betterment. You know, things gonna get better. The trees gonna shoot back. Climate change ain't gonna happen, you know?
You plant 100 trees.
Yeah, he's all gonna find a way. You understand? That's what I'm thinking right now. Right?
Like I said, the Lord put it in the spirit of thing that way. Now I say the inward thoughts is that their houses shall endure forever.
Say by the same word I kept in store, reserve on the fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So it say reserve on the fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. And I go back to what you were saying about how godly this place is. So it's just showing that this place reserved to be burned like an oven. And the ungodly gonna be what? The wicked and the ungodly gonna be what? They all gonna be stubborn as the book of man can say. You understand? Say by the same word, Captain Stone, reserve on the fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So you say reserve, Captain Stone, right? Fire. Say the day of judgment, and there's something else. So what do you feel the day of judgment is?
What do you think judgment is? Judgment is just a promise, or no? The judgment is a promise. Like if you do bad, this is your reward is the judgment. That is what judgment is.
And it say the day of judgment is just to show you that the judgment that the Lord see fit for this place as well. Fire.
Yeah, judgment.
Yeah, understand?
Position is what destruction.
Yeah. So in the court alone with the Lord.
I scripture say what it says, word shall not return unto him void. So it have no other way that America going and go down except by what? By fire.
There's no way they go and come back up either.
Yeah. I can say something. Even people who never read the Bible, right? Or who never think it, they know America going and burn. Understand?
It's common
People
knowledge.
have no religious belief.
It's common knowledge these days.
No
isn't it?
religious
Yeah, they don't believe in having nothing, but they know, hey,
It's common
this
knowledge now.
system is going to fall.
Even for the ones who don't believe, then common knowledge that they know it's going on.
Yeah, it's going on done. You still, days, and some of them people are still saying, hey, we're living in the last days, and that's a religious saying. You understand that written in the book, and they don't believe in nothing. You say, boy, we live in the last days. Yeah.
And that's why these things was an example unto the world. So for those who don't believe, in that time they had no excuse. Because even the people who not even religious know how this information. Because it spread through, as the scriptures say, the word went out through the four corners of the earth.
See, somehow they will believe or they're going to escape. Just like how the man said that. You understand? All they love the prostitutes, the killers, the scammers, and so forth. Because when the scripture say that, it say them that do and them that take pleasure in them also shall be get that from Mark, get that from please. I say I
don't
think
know.
it's something I bring a video that here, I didn't. I do a video that here. Don't know Jesus.
I know what I want.
I think that's somewhere. I think it's Romans, I believe.
I know those who are joined on to them. I know that one.
Nah.
Excuse me, Proverbs that say what? They say he that justified the wicked and he that condemned the just. They say both abomination unto the Lord. So really and truly. Well, that way is not really and truly who is the righteous.
Yeah.
You understand? Because when people come out to defend scoffers and adulterers and all these different people.
Romans, I know it's Romans. Romans 1, like you can start maybe 30, 31.
Yeah. You understand? You guys know. When a person coming out to defend people like this, to defend people of that caliber.
You know, they take part in the
In the sin.
as well.
Yeah.
So they defend the sin too, you know. As much as they defend the person, they justify the sin.
Like I was explaining to somebody the other day, like the reason why I would never agree with it because when you agree with it or you think it's something, or you just bypass it, come and you agree with it. You understand? So it's better just not to be around it.
Your mind didn't pass judgment against it,
Yeah.
so you're for it. That don't look one the Lord is like.
That's
for
happened 20
it.
years.
That, yeah.
Funny. They say the Romans 1 verse 28, right? It say, and even as they did not like to retain power in their knowledge, power gave them over to a reprobate mind. It
That's
said,
something what they like to do, what they like to retain the Lord. You understand? Retainment for the matter of fact, and they come back and we say literacy so low, or you're not even retaining simple stuff, or they go retain the Lord.
can.
Which first and foremost, that is who all they're supposed to be retaining first. The Lord. Everything else supposed to be after. The act literacy so terrible. It's like when you tell somebody read the Bible, they'll tell you, I can't read that. What do you mean by thou? What do you mean? What do you mean? What? What? Is that people who tell you they can't read it, thou what? You telling me you can't read that? But they just excuses because again, or they do like to retain the Lord.
It's not profitable unto them.
Hmm?
It's not profitable unto them to retain the Lord.
Alright, if it was a Harry Potter book,
Yeah,
it could be a 16-letter word. That I learn what it means. You
I'll
understand?
Google it.
It's secret say, well, where your treasure is, it's there your heart
Yeah,
to be also.
okay.
Their treasure is not in the scriptures. See, and even as they did not like to retain power in the retain power in their knowledge, it's the power gave them over to reprobate mind to do those things which were not convenient.
Those things which are not convenient, so that's what they will do. All they will do things not convenient. Look, you know what the Lord does say, right? Or they like to retain me? What? There you say, give them what to watch, strong illusions.
Onto the vile affections.
Yeah.
And when you look at that, you see men obsess over certain things, like you'll see a man come and he would not take part in the truth because he was obsessing over something. So the Lord has already given him over to it, and that same thing does tend to destroy him after time. He is get destroyed by that same thing that he chose over the truth.
Yeah, no, it's a scoffers walking after the own lust.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
And you lost no profit, really and truly. Lost, they say richest profit not in the day, right? It say 29. It say being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debates, deceit, malignity. It say whisperers, backbiters, haters of power, despiteful, proud, boasters. It say inventors of evil things. It's a disobedient to parents, right? So you get a list of all these people who don't retain the Lord in them. This is the characteristics that they will show. I just like to say what if the Lord said that, to say if you're not with me, you're against me. So if you're not for the Lord, you will have some kind of abominable trait to you.
Come.
If you're not good, you're bad. You understand? It had
Yeah, that's all.
no middleman. You know, no lukewarm in it. You understand? You see, verse 31, you see, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful. It say, who knowing the judgment of power, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
Let's read over the last one day back.
Right, verse 32, it say, who knowing the judgment of power, so it doesn't say like they're ignorant of it. They know what is the penalty of these things.
This is something like that, plenty. No few people don't know the judgment that happened to Sodom and Gomorrah.
Can.
I was giving another example on us.
People know morally right and wrong and that.
Yeah, because I said intricate
right.
things probably,
Wrong.
but the no line, you know the basic things.
Yeah.
No right and wrong, you know stealing wrong, they know. But they still do it.
Come. And take pleasure in them that do it. How they say?
You
So
see,
I might steal them. My brother might be a thief, but I go defend him. And
Yeah.
say, well, if my brother so defend not doing, I also justify innocent.
Yeah. Taking part.
Yeah, that is it.
It say, who knowing the judgment of power, that they which commit such things are worthy of death.
Say who commits such things are what?
They say, who knowing the judgment of power, that they which commit these things are worthy of death.
So they that commit these things are what? Are worthy of death. And that's the thing only fail to realize. When there's what only worthy of is not salvation, only worthy for death. And that's what only going on be. You understand? So then the Lord said, only is for the stubble, for the fire, only know what I mean. That's what they're worthy for.
And I might say reserve. That's not for judgment and for the son of God.
And let me be real. What's your evil place is? What you think only delight in? Right? What you think only give all their mind to? What you think only give all their trust to? You really feel the Lord delight in those things? You really feel the Lord, you really feel it needs salvation? See, he come like we watching it. Just think about it in my mind, then get my mind already. The footballer the other day.
Oh, yeah.
You understand?
Man take pride, I take pleasure in it. He take pleasure in it.
Take pleasure in sleeping with our next man.
Or that you want to know the short
Yeah.
grass, the cacao.
Man talking about the real proud boy, like, you know. I was like, wow, I was taken aback by the pride he had in it, man. I mean, I know the pride for that, but
Yeah, laughing and giggling and things like if, you know, like if it's a comedy show.
the man proud about me.
Why? Because
I have
judgment
to make
against
him work for it. I said, oh,
judgment against evil working executed speedily.
God.
So because they're at ease, they had a mentality like, what evil shall come upon us?
God.
They say, are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
So not only them that do it, but them that take pleasure in them. Because why? Because he in agreement to them. Both of them, he said, them that join hand to hand, both shall be what? Slain by the sword. And the son, and then them that just join thing, but we're telling them, he said, them that do it, and also them that take pleasure in them. So you see all the who like to be up all night, on the phone, or on the TikTok, and all the watching his wickedness. You understand?
And defending
and
them that doing the
it as a
wickedness.
matter of
Yeah.
fact. That is taking pleasure in it. So all the worthy of what? Of death. You understand? All the empire cease to the evil, or they encouraging it. So don't feel just because you're not, even though you're not in it, you're safe. You understand? Because somehow they're not in it, but all they would agree with it.
God.
Whether
What can you say from the talk?
in 2 Peter chapter 3, read from verse 8. Say, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. He said, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men come slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance.
Yeah, and that was the point. That was the point I read and all that. You understand? The amount of time all again, the years all this spending saying, you understand, since the father's fallen asleep, where is the promise of his coming? That is the time the Lord taken for all it to embrace that grace with. You understand? To actually come to the understand that, hey, so what after the day, Lord, for me to correct my ways and become more, you know what I mean, become more own, become more perfect, or try to be. You understand? But you know, as the brother said, they don't give money for all to understand that. Nevertheless, on the judgment, you understand, as the scripture just said, you know, it's not concerning his promise, and judgment is his promise. You know? For the ungodly men.
So the multitude that was born in vain.
God. Yeah, Isaiah 55. And verse 8, it says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith Yahweh. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it might give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it. You understand? The moral of the story is, whatever the Most High said is going to come to pass. So your judgment is sure. You understand? You was on your knees, you was as the brother was reading, you was taking part in it and had pleasure in them that take part in it. The judgment will come. You understand?
Like I say, but there's a reason why in the past, when our prophet come and get negative information, when there's cry, rip up the clothes and all kind of thing, because
it's sure.
You might get up a day, you go the road, you wanted to do something, you ain't get through. Lord does never not get his way. Never.
All things work for the Lord.
Never. Once he say go and happen, rain could fall, it could be a snowstorm, it going and happen. So you know your goose cook, as the local saying is good, your goose cook. Even though you're not supposed to be cooking geese, you know.
Gone.
Where the expression goes, your goose cook.
Yeah. Because why? The word of the Lord is the number one thing that endureth forever.
Okay.
You understand? You get straight commandments. You know? They don't want to take the commandment. That is why they doom seal, more or less, they doom down seal. You understand? The Most High know who's going to stand for him and who not. You understand? And the ones who not, their judgment is going to come.
I'm happy, sir. You say Proverbs 4, right? I'll start from 13.
Yeah. 16.
Proverbs 4, I'll start from verse 13, right? They say, take fast hold of instruction. It say, let her not go. Keep her, for she is thy life. Right? So, and this represents what? The instructions that we were given. The scriptures. You understand? They say, we scriptures say what? They say we were given straight commandments, exactly.
And that also goes back to verse 4 and this is the book of the commandments that people shall live, who shall surely die.
Right, it say, verse 40, it say, enter not into the paths of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men.
Yeah.
And when the time of destruction comes, those are the ones that are going to get caught up. The wicked, evil men.
That's why I say what? Enter not into them paths, you take part in them and in their ways. You understand? Because the same way them going to be judged, the same way you're going to be judged as well.
Yeah. Holy, separate yourself from them. They say, avoid it, pass not by it, turn away from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. And by teaching others, by justifying this one and teaching others this wickedness, you're causing people to fall.
I really get the same one, no rest for the wicked, because if they don't do wickedness, they're not going on rest.
God.
You understand? I'd say, They work iniquity on their bed and in the morning
So
they
what
accomplish it quite in the power.
Yeah, power their
You
hands.
understand? It's in the power to do it.
And all people follow that same vibration.
Come.
You understand? Majority of our people, the same thing that Esau they like doing wickedly, the same thing our people they like doing wickedly also. Taking part in that wickedness. Now we go back to the brother saying earlier about joining hand in hand. Right? You say verse 17 it say, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the just is as the shining light. It say that shineth more and more unto the perfect day.
Shine off. More and more until that perfect day of judgment.
When the Lord returns.
Come.
Because they are the ones that are going to be shining in that time, along with the Lord.
Come. 2 and verse 2 it says, and they answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. You understand? The vision as well. Vision is the prophecies. You say write and make it plain on tables. Most prophecies easy to understand. The ones that are not chosen will understand it. You understand? So, judgment therefore easy to understand as well. You understand? You do this, you will get this. You don't do this, you will get all that. That's as simple as it is. And 98% of the people rather not do this. You understand?
Even
man rather darkness than light.
like I say, if somebody plain to understand, and even somebody plain wants to understand. Like the man was breaking down a bad line with man. I was playing and lucky even you went down a whole dirt track trying
And
to talk about it was consensual.
And it's incest and all kind of thing that's talking about.
Or even these Paul hats talking about eating a kid in its mother's milk. I think them have some funny breakdown for it. I mean that you can't mix cheese and milk or some shit like that. And my brother was talking about it. even certain things that are supposed to be simple, there's be incomprehensible by some of these people. And you see that is why they had the men of the Lord. So that when it is that destruction comes, they could never say that it didn't have somebody to explain it to them.
Before destruction, the Most High does always send a man to one.
Even the Lord himself said what? He said if I didn't come, you would have not sinned. But now that I am come, you have no cloak for your sins.
No sinners. No sinners. Verse 3 it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. The word of the Lord will surely lay all of this place.
Will.
Not perhaps, not if. It's just when. When is the only question. The scripture says what the day of the Lord is as a thief in the night. You understand? It's not if it will come, it's just when it will come. And we are given the signs of what to look for the coming. You know? Verse the second is just 16. Start from about, I want to say 10, start from 10.
The second Ezra on the 16 verse 10.
Don't tell 16.
Yeah. It says, he shall cast lightnings. It says, he shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fail?
Yeah, the Most High will cast lightning, and who will be frightened by God?
It says, he shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? It says, the Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence.
Right, no. What I want to grasp at is threaten. You understand? That's what the Most High do. He said, if they don't hearken unto me, right, you and your children are going to suffer. You understand? So if you take this mark in your right hand on your forehead, you understand, you're going to burn along with Babylon. You're going to burn with them. You understand? I will see you as part of them because you didn't take heed to what I was saying. You understand? When I sent the angel to the midst of Jerusalem, you didn't get that mark. You understand? Because it wasn't for me. That is the trap. You understand? It didn't stand for me, so you'll die for them. Go on.
And that is show how spiritualized because the mark of the Lord and the mark of Esau. You understand? And the ones who are the mark of Esau, they will perish along with Esau.
Done. Remember that mark is a mark of servitude, that's an ownership.
Just show who you belong to.
You understand? So if you belong to them, what I want you here for?
Yeah.
Good. That is all. Good.
If it's not mine.
You understand? If you're not for me, you're against me. It's simple. It's too simple. Voilà.
Yeah. Say he shall cast lightnings and he shall not fear, he shall thunder and he shall not be afraid. The Lord shall threaten and he will not, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. He did the powder, and them chariots zap all here.
Scripture said the Most High, the presence of the Most High make mountains to shake. You know? Something that is an act of it.
I think the best depiction I ever saw that was War of the Worlds. I think that was the best depiction I ever saw.
One of the best.
World War C.
That was the zombie one. War of the Worlds was when the ships was coming and literally zapping people and just
Which
disintegrating.
one was with Tom Cruise? War of the World or what was it?
War the world.
Oh, there's I talking about Snapchat.
War of the Worlds is actually see them getting
Right,
zapped
and he was
and
in
men just
traffic and he
turning
run out the car.
men just
kind of
turning into
thing.
dust in it.
Yeah.
You see the dust one? That was World War.
That was War of the
War of the
Worlds.
War of the
Right?
Worlds, yeah.
That one was. I won't show you that. Then it have Independence Day. You could see when the big beam come down.
Yeah, that big beam was nice, but
I never watching you, I want to.
you see the independence happen. That the one already. Yeah, boy, that was
Never
different.
watching you.
The Independence?
Yeah.
That was decent too.
The
It
latest
was
one,
a
never.
decent thing. But
I only remember the old.
what make that
old-
one bad though is if I could recall from the new one, part 2, is when the chariot, it had a chariot shopper. Big gigantic one by come close. So they couldn't handle it. And when the cloak just stayed, they saw how massive it was.
From one into a mountain to another.
That one was.
I say you see a mountain and you didn't see end of the mountain. You know, you just a mountain and see it.
He 13, actually, second was 13.
Yeah. And in Ezekiel too, Ezekiel get the same description. He say it is as a mountain and you couldn't see the night. All you see is this black thing here, so with lights on it. And as far as you can see, all you see is black with lights. So, you can fathom that.
Imagine seeing that there.
Imagine you stand up here, so it's hot sun, and then when you look, so it's just black with lights.
And to show you how good that is, the accounting 2 Kings 6, when he asked the Lord to open the eyes, I mean it was always there. You know?
Yeah, it was always there.
He could have see it. The young man could have been able to see it after he asked, but the enemies couldn't see it. You understand? It'll show you how different that is. So even independent people could see it and some can't.
No. What?
It say the earth quaketh and the foundations thereof, the sea arising up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power.
God.
But to show you how grimy gonna be there at the sun. When them child still come, them see the earth going, see the waves going, you know.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
one for like a drunkard with the nucleus and with the presence of the Lord.
Like it's
Say,
them.
it say, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss.
Yeah.
When they began to be shot into the ends of the world.
You know, like if I can say, like long time you'll see them like, and if I used to watch them Indian gods movies back in the past, and you used to see like the blue ones and them with the bow and arrow.
I used to see a little bit of Satan.
Yeah, that kind of shit, but it's like you actually seeing them. You actually see them fighting with the bow and arrow with each other in the sky, and the bow and arrow them talking about is not like that. You understand? Them actually like missile silence.
Yeah, we talking about nuclear warfare.
You understand? Like allegorical speech. You
And we are
understand?
talking about I hit you and you drop down. We talking
No.
about I hit you is the whole, as far as they can see, white out. Go on, and this is what? This is the judgment. This is the day that what? I was reading about in 2 Peter, where it say, what? The world is reserved unto judgment and perdition of ungodly men. This is the day we're reading about here. Go on.
It said, behold, the plagues are sent, shall not return again,
Yeah,
until they come upon the earth.
Yeah, they already said. They already said. You understand? That go back to Jeremiah 5 and 30 where you say wondrous and horrible thing is done in the land. You understand? The plagues are sent. It's going to be horrible, you know. It's going to be horrible, but nevertheless, as we work at the Lord, should be wondrous. We want to know how, why, how.
You see,
It will leave people wondering how.
even that is a parable to people, because most people, when they think about a plague, the first thing thinking is pestilence, like some kind of disease. They ain't thinking actual like fire, things like.
A plague is just something that overbearing, you know. In essence, it's just something that you have no control over. It's just there and it's just rampant. You know. That is what a plague is. So the locust situation in Egypt, that was a plague. It was a plague of locusts. So we could have a plague of cockroach. It's had some years back and further, it had a sort of, you know what you call it by these bugs by all over people's windows and things. I forget what you call it, but it's only come out once a year or something. That was a plague.
But this plague here is going into them nukes. Guys will go and come and hit all there and play with the earth. Guys will go and feed.
Overbearing
See, when you
pain.
send them, they wouldn't return them. Good.
So the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
Yeah, because why? They reserve unto
Fire.
judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So the fire is going to be sent out and it is going to consume them. You understand? Them and whoever defend them and who take pleasure in the deeds. You understand? Yeah, I don't like the white man, you know, but I ain't gonna lie. I like the system and I live in comfortable, you know.
Well,
So you feel what happened? I don't like the white man, you know, but now I can't live without my digitalized system. I have to take the shit by how I go live by. You understand?
I scripture say those who worship the beast and his image and receive
And
or
his
receive
image
his
is
mark.
what? System.
Yeah.
So alright, you don't like this, but you won't be part of that image, right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying what? If you don't subscribe to digital IG, you'll be left out. Digital ID, you'll be left out of society. And you can't stand to be apart from society. You have to have your Instagram, you have to have your OnlyFans, you have to have your whatever. You understand? You can't fathom life without your phone.
Yeah.
You can barely fathom sleeping without that phone on you. Much less life without your phone. You understand?
AC, internet, comfortable life, nice food.
What you don't do when current gone, you just feel like you're going out of your mind.
Yeah.
You know? Because you get accustomed to living life a certain way. You understand? So you'll do anything to preserve it. And that is what will lead all into that damnation as well.
And I told my brother the other day, I say sometimes a blessing could be a curse in disguise if you're not careful. Because the more you have is the more that can be used against you.
Come.
You understand? And that time, that why the Lord, was Paul, he said what, that he count all things as dung for the excellency of Mashiach. And you have to, because for your time, if you live long enough to see it, the time is going to come where you will have to give every single thing up.
Yeah.
You will.
You realize everything that you have just become like a weight holding you down. That way you go become
You can't use it because you want to take no CHIP.
done.
So you either be like the man who walk away sorrowful because he had much possessions, or you could be like the apostles who
Just
did
drop
give
what
it
they
up
are
and went.
follow.
You understand? And all these things was to symbolize what you understand the choices you got to make.
Why not? Yeah, I lost
Say like,
it.
you say like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, turning not backward.
Yeah.
Even so the plagues that shall be set upon the earth, return again.
Yeah, it wouldn't be true.
That done more?
Huh?
You don't more now?
That was the point I was
He's going to the fire.
I thought the shot to the end of the earth was supposed to be in that one. That wasn't it?
Probably not. Yeah, I think you know that. Alright, so with that, once again, we want to say first and foremost, all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that we learn teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this way, pushing us with the truth and in sincerity, them that stand stiffly for the name of the Lord. You know, in that time to come, the man that will continue to stand stiffly for the name of the Lord, to them we say, Shalom.
Shalom.